DataBoss helps you easily preserve, then instantly find your files, photos, videos, any data, even years later. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm the creator and developer of DataBoss, and this video is about the DataBoss search features. So, DataBoss 2.41 has exceptional search features, and here's our search area right here. You can basically scroll through all the records that you have, and each record, of course, is the backup that you made and annotated, or it was automatically annotated. But that probably wouldn't be a very efficient way of retrieving your information, as our search allows you to be fuzzy about it and yet efficiently and quickly, as we say instantaneously, retrieve your information so you can actually peruse it. Now, here's how it works. If your mouse is over this area, which actually is the catalog itself, then the focus is not on the search box. As soon as you get the mouse off the catalog area, then the focus goes onto the search box. So this is the search box right here. This is the start date and the end date, which are optional. You may or may not use them. And this is the button that initiates the actual search. Now you can hit the enter on the keyboard instead, if you like, or you can press this button. As you notice, all the controls are made specifically in such a way that, first of all, they're intuitive, and second of all, they will work just fine on both desktops, laptops, and on the tablets, where you may not have the mouse control. Now, so how do we search? First, you click on that field with your mouse, which clears out the default text over there. And now the system is ready for your search. So what are we going to search for? Let's start with finding the files by extensions. That's a new feature starting with the version 2.4 of DataBoss. So to do that, we're going to say .db. So that's going to find, and I'm going to just hit enter on the keyboard. That's going to find all the files with .db extension. Let's say we click here, and you're going to actually see this window. This window is a content description window. You can drag it across the monitor of yours by clicking here. You see those two bars and grabbing them with a mouse or your finger if it's a touch screen, and put it in anywhere on your screen. But in any case, you see over here we have databoss.db, and that's why this backup was found in response to this search. Okay, I just closed out the description window. And by the way, why did click on this record open the description editor in the first place? Because we told DataBoss to do so. You see those two controls? Catalog click opens in, and that was a catalog click. It opens in, and right now only this description editor is marked. So now if we click on Windows Explorer, then in addition to the description editor window, a Windows Explorer window will open up with the contents of this folder. Now I don't want that. As a matter of fact, I can control DataBoss in such a way that nothing opens up. So for example, I can click here to uncheck both boxes. Then of course we have the warning, you have unchecked both choices, so no actual action will now occur. And we're gonna just chill this warning. So in some situations, I guess it might be useful. In any case, you have complete control over what action is taken when you click on the particular backup. And by having to have actually the list of everything, you can click on this one button. You see, it's kind of like a refresh button. So we click on that, and we get the whole entire catalog, because it doesn't take into consideration the search anymore. It just refresh. By the way, if you just hover your mouse over the buttons, you will see a tip of what each button does. Now, while we're here, let me show you real quick another cool thing about this. Say, for example, you click here, and since we told the DataBoss not to do anything, then nothing happened. But now, let's say you scrolled it, off the screen, and now suppose that we scrolled all the way down thousands of records, and you don't know which record did you actually highlight. So now this home button is exactly for that. You click on that, and lo and behold, the record that you clicked on and highlighted now is on the top of the screen for your convenience. All right, so now let's do some actual search. It finds plurals and singular versions of the same word. And it's not just by adding the S at the end. It also is smart enough to find irregular nouns. So for example, if we say people, guess what? We're going to find persons and people, both of them, because people are multiple of the word person. So even though I per se entered the word people, the system is smart enough to search for person as well. Now, you can actually overrule, so to speak, this behavior by performing the strict search. Just like in Google, you put the quotation marks around the word that you want to be searched for strictly, and then you're gonna find only exact word as in your quotation marks. And by the way, it doesn't have to be a single word. So for example, we can put St. Patrick's over here, which brings us to another fantastic search feature of DataBoss, which is it actually uses the apostrophe now. And let's go. And here we have the St. Patrick's, and you see, because we have two words, technically ST or Saint is the word, we are having these highlights for the entire strictly searched for term as we entered it. Women, see, women, woman, women, women, woman. Again, that's an example of the system knowing multiples in English language of each word. So this is fantastic. Now, let's say that this is not good enough for us, and we want to filter the search by dates. If you notice, since we never actually entered manually anything into the start or end date, the system automatically put the end date as of today's date. That's the date of today's recording. And the start date is just January 1st, 2000, because this is the beginning of time for our system. It didn't exist before this time, that's for sure. Let's see, we have these matches of the dates of April 11th, April 10th, April 8th, all of 2019. Suppose that we don't want April 8th. Suppose that we want all the results, but after the April the 9th, okay? So what do we do? Okay, we enter it. So 040919, April 9, 19th is now our start date. Please check out that the DataBoss automatically converted the date that I entered from the kind of month, date, year with the slashes separators format into the easily readable format that actually spells out the month. This is especially important because in different countries, the month is first, and in the other countries, the date of the month is first when you enter it. So for instance, if you're in Germany, 0409 would be September the 4th and not April the 9th as in the US. So again, DataBoss knows what system it is installed on and automatically corrects the date, or recognizes rather the date in the way that the local people, it's called local culture, understands it. So the results will be always the same on the same database, never mind what country you are residing in. Now, so remember how we entered the date first? Let's just do it one more time. April 9th, 19. Boom. Filtered. How about April 9th, 2019? Found it. How about April 9th without the zeros? 19. Not found it. How about April 9th, 2019? Found it. How about short of the month, April, APR 0919? Found it. You know why I'm doing this? I'm trying to show you the multiple ways that you can enter the date. This doesn't come easy, by the way. This is programmed into the DataBoss. So as we say, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes in this program just to make the operation very easy for you. All right, and then of course the same thing you can do with the end date. So suppose that we only want to limit the search to between April the 9th and April the 10th of 2019. So I will show you yet another way of entering the date. So we're going to say 09 April 2019 as an end date now, as you notice. And these, oh, I'm sorry. Of course, I didn't find anything because we are out of range. Now check this out, and I'll show you why. Let's delete the end date. And look, on April 9th, nothing actually happened. Since we entered the start date previously as April 9th and the end date was April the 25th, then both of the search results fell into this range, into this filter. But of course, we should put at least April 10th over here. Okay, so we have April 10th, 2019. Fantastic. And you see, so now we actually have one record. Why? Because we narrowed the filter from April the 9th to April the 10th. And therefore, April 11th result is no longer present. Okay, so this is how you work with the search. You work with apostrophe, you work with irregular nouns. The system automatically finds, for example, if we say woman over here, it will still find you the records with women, you see? Cool. All right, it works with dates. And again, in the search field, it works with apostrophes, strict search when you put stuff in the quotation marks, okay? And let me show you something else. Suppose that we want to search not for the specific search term, but rather now we are using the power of the filtering by dates and want to see all the records within those dates. You put the dash, all, dash, and you search for that. Now watch what happens, okay? You're gonna get, you see, so now women is not highlighted because we didn't search for women. But what we did search for is everything within this date range. So for instance, if we change it to, I don't know, April, let's say 22nd to April 25th. And again, the system will understand it's 2019. It doesn't like it actually. Let's see why not. This is why we didn't get any results. The last record, the last backup was of April the 18th. Remember how we didn't get any results last time? Because our date range was off, okay? And we can actually do it this way. Again, let's do it on purpose now. Let's search for everything from April the 19th, which now we know is above the range of the last backup. and see what happens. Okay, April 19th as a start date. Now, I want to bring your attention, please, to the alert that you are getting. Cannot find any matches to this search. We can see there are no matches, but also it says try changing the date range. Okay. Now, it says so because DataBoss knows that there could be matches, but we did enter the filter by dates, and that could have affected our search results. We're going to say that we want everything from April the 10th and until, let's say, April the 19th. And I'm expecting to get 1, 2, 3, those 3 records. And let's go. Okay, even though, remember, we are not actually performing the search for any particular words, we just entered this special search term dash all dash, and there you go, we get these 3 records. Okay, so those are fantastic, really exciting new features in DataBoss version 2.4. My name is Alex. I'm creator and developer of DataBoss. Thank you very much for watching, and please go to our website databoss.one. If you have any questions, you can click on support, you can click on contact us, and you will also see other videos that explain to you how to work with this program. And also, of course, you have contextual help by simply hovering your mouse over certain fields and controls. You will just get tips right inside the program what this stuff means. Okay, but again, please feel free to go to our website databoss.one for more information and all the answers. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic time of the day.